Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. This is Clarity Empress, the Empress of Clarity. Here to do collective energy reading for my collective. I hope everybody is well. I'm testing out a new camera, new setup rather. So anyway, I hope all is well. This works still. Barely. Yeah. Let's see who join us. Oh, my ear just clicked. My ear popping. Chills. What is going on? What's happening? So I just want to test this camera out and then do a collective. So if you come on, I just need to know. Drop it in the chat if you can hear me well. I got my heater on, but hey. Oh, Dawn, where my cookies at? It just reminded me. Where my cookies at? Let me know if you can hear me good too. Okay, you can. Okay, cool. Okay. Cool beans. I will find you tomorrow. All right, good. I'm glad you're here. Let me know you can hear me. There's a new camera. It's cute. Got a little blue light. Not really sure why, but it lets me zoom in manually. And unlike my other two cameras, the old one and then the other one I just bought a couple of months back, this one, if it's plugged up and I turn off one aspect of it, it doesn't stop me from showing. The other one's like, if I was on my camera first and then I was like, oh, let me go live, it'll say camera in operation with another app. Well, I was able to turn the camera app off just so it could plug into the live, and it came on. I was like, oh, didn't even know that was possible. Feel me? What's up, Tuesday? What's going on? Had to get back at it. I hope y'all check my shorts. I've been uploading things that I come across on other apps, whether it's TikTok or Reels. And I just think, if I find it to be helpful for y'all, I'm going to upload it in between videos that I do. Because I just feel like, there's a lot of people that got wisdom and guidance to share. And I don't have to be the one to say it all just because it's my channel. We all need to just share in that information. If I feel benefited by it, I know y'all will. You know what I'm saying? Everybody tired, girl. It's a collective tired right now. I ain't even fronting. I've been tired for sure. Like Keith Lee say, for sure you're right. I've been tired since Saturday, since my events that I still gotta upload pictures. I've been tired since then. Today I woke up more refreshed though, I ain't gonna lie. I definitely felt more energized today. But look, today is Wednesday. Like why? I don't know. What is going on? Anyway, y'all, let's get this new camera action going on. Let's get this collective energy. Spirit, give me a collective reading. What is it that they need to know or be aware of? It's 5 people in here. At least give me 5 likes. Devotion. It was something someone was devoted to in the past. Tell me more. Oh, they were devoted to that toxic energy. Tell me more. Oh, they being guided. All right, tell me more, Spirit. One at a time, please. Oh, karmic partner. That's the challenge. Too many, but I see deception here in this stack. I'm not taking all of that. Tell me more. One of my favorite readers decided she not gonna do tarot no more, y'all. She said she gonna make her own deck. I said, oh, that's right. Oh, well, we going through a change. Okay, and it's divine, right on time. Right on time. Divine timing. Yo, I'm loving the clarity on this camera though. Real for real. What's up, Monica? I was wondering when you was gonna show up. What's up, girl? Somebody was devoted to some toxicity in the past energy. They feel bound to it. They feel stuck to it. I do feel like sometimes people, when they choose wrong, they feel stuck in their choices. Maybe because uh, sometimes, sometimes when you make a choice, you gotta live with it until you can't no more, until you find your way out. And sometimes finding your way out is not easy. That's why guided is here. And this is a karmic partner situation. So somebody has been devoted and stuck and bound to a karmic partner, but then there's metamorphosis and divine timing. I do believe that sometimes spirit will step in on your behalf and show you the opening. Now it's up to you to walk through it. It's up to you to take advantage of it. But the opening is there. You know what I mean? This may be for your person. This may be for yourself. Um, well, it still shakes because I'm on my same little thing. But some people go through things, and it's not until they see the opening that spirit will kick that door open, and all they gotta do is walk through it. It's kind of like um I'm gonna take it back to Ressa Tisa. I don't know what she calls herself. Maybe she's Teresa or Teresa Tisa. But her story brought me back to my own. Now, she's an older woman that went through something with older person, older dude. Um, but it brought me back to my 20s when I went through my liar, right? And I had an opening. I took it for one. I kind of it was the opening I needed. Put it that way. I took that opening and I ran with it. And the series of events led me to freedom. But it was me kicking in that door, saying, "You know what? I can't take this no more." In order for me to find my freedom. So somebody might be going through something like that. Your internet is spotty. Well, as long as y'all don't think I'm spotty, because I'm trying to see what this camera doing. Because internet. I find my internet to get spotty when everybody on their devices in my house. Everybody doing something. Then all of a sudden somebody's complaining. It's not working. That's because it's like 10 people in here. Well, not 10 people. It's so many people on between TVs and phones and you know what I'm saying. Shit, we got 5 people in here, so that's 5 phones, 2 computers going, 2 TVs going. You know what I'm saying? And then anybody open up an iPad or something, and that's it. Okay. But it be what it be. So, like I was saying, pay attention to some of the videos I put up recently. The brother is talking about capacity to deal with people the way they present themselves. And we talked about that. A duck being a duck, you know what I'm saying? Look like a duck, walk like a duck, all of that. But yeah, it's like no more that second guessing who somebody is or what they are to you. And it don't matter who they are, meaning love, work, friendship, any of that. If you got to guess who somebody is, if you got to be unsure who someone is in your life, you gotta really think about, do you need that in your life? Because all that guesswork is strenuous. But I feel like somebody going through a change and it's divine timing. And it could be the doorway that they're walking through. Tell me about devotion. Oh, lessons. Somebody learned, and I don't feel like it go here. Somebody learned some lessons about this karmic partner. Somebody learning their lesson. Could be multiple people learning their lesson. Tell me more. Unawakened. Yep. Devotion. Oh, shoot. Too many cards. Let me see. I gotta see if I can adjust. Uh-oh. 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 I'm doing too much, y'all. I'm doing too much. Hold on. Hold on. Mayday. Mayday. Shit. The hell. Okay. I just bend this. Huh. Mayday. Mayday. All right. I like to see y'all see me shuffle. I don't want y'all to think I'm, if you're new, I don't want nobody thinking I'm just picking cards randomly. All right, Spirit. Give me one more. Communication. Settling. Okay, that's why I felt that. I was like, should I pick that up? Spirit said, yeah, pick it up. But I was like, no, just wait to see what come out. Okay, so somebody was bound to a situation that they settled in, and now they got it to communicate. Spirit was like, if you don't pick that card up, I was like, no, I'll just pull again. Ah. Oh, but then somebody's returning. Oh, but they scared. Y'all, if this is a person in your life, or you, but there was some sort of blind devotion with this unawakened and devotion card. Somebody was selling and bound to a situation. They got it to communicate. That's the hidden energy. Somebody want to talk to you. Period. Point blank. They want to communicate. They got something they got to say. They want to say. They need to say that kind of thing. Um, So, and then somebody learns lessons about this karmic partner. And then you got somebody return. That's the metamorphosis, the change. That's the change. But somebody is scared with the fear card here. Somebody got to do it anyway. Whatever it is, they got to do it anyway. Sometimes fear keep you paralyzed, right? You won't make a move. You won't change. You won't walk through that door I mentioned because you're stuck and you're paralyzed. But Spirit said you gotta do it anyway. Whatever it is, whoever it is, they gotta do it anyway. Do it scared. Just do it. It don't matter. Tell me more, Spirit. Let me see something. Ace of Wands. Ooh. Just checking the focus on this thing. Ace of Wands. That's action. Taking action. Somebody gotta do it anyway. Too many. Yeah, too many. I saw the Emperor in reverse, but more than one card I don't want to take. The Star card could be Aquarius energy. Yeah, they gotta be brave. somebody is hopeful, but I feel like their hope was in the wrong connection. Um, it was like some blind faith kind of situation with this devotion in the past energy unawakened. That blind faith. You know, interestingly enough, Risa Tisa, she's an Aquarius too. I don't know what that is. Like when they feel like they know something or they believe in something, they take all the abuse and still have hope. Cause I feel like she almost had hope to the end. Uh, Four of coins. Somebody, yeah, somebody was hope. Oh, somebody's holding on to this person, this karmic partner. That's what it is. Holding on to this person, leading them, probably taking their money or trying to, because this person is trying to hold on to their coins for dear life. But this person is leading them into the fire. Mm-mm-mm. And I noticed this. They had a clock on their neck. No, not on their neck, in their teeth. Wow. So time is of the essence. Yep, time is of the essence. Tell me more. And that is the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so somebody wants to communicate that they don't want, they got passion, right? They got desire, but they don't desire to run in and out anymore. My Knight of Swords, um, they also don't want to fight anymore. Because the Knight of Swords, I'm getting Knight of Wands energy too. But the Knight of Swords is a fighter. You know, he come in, he fight for what's right. But he also in reverse could be a liar. So somebody got to be careful with the communication they receive from someone, because either they don't want to fight or they want to lie to avoid a fight. It's like somebody's survival line. You never know people who are in survival mode, and sometimes they just lie compulsively to stay out of trouble or to not anger somebody. This person could be on that kind of energy. Yeah, and they're avoiding an ending, or the karmic is trying to avoid an ending with them. Somebody don't want them to move on. Somebody don't want them to end things. But when the death shows up, regardless of what you want, it's still going to be a death. It's going to be an ending. That's just how it goes. Tell me more, Spirit. That energy is that energy. Death is death. Death is also rebirth, but death is death, meaning something has to be sacrificed. Something has to end. Tell me more. One at a time, please. There we go. And the world card in reverse. Okay. Page of Pentacles. That makes sense. All of this makes sense. Okay, so the person who is ever going through this right now feels like they have unfinished business with you. Um, the world card in reverse is like a cycle that's not complete. So there's some sort of unfinished business with you. They may have to return to get that closure, or you may have to return, or a combination of coming together may give you closure, or start a whole new cycle. It all depends on how you feel, how they come in, you know what I mean? We also have here the Page of Pentacles. Now the Page of Pentacles is in reverse. That's indicating that fear, like that loss. When you are scared, a lot of times you don't really know what direction to go. You know what I mean? Because you're scared. Fear would drive you to a certain point, and then you get confused, especially at Page of Pentacles. It's like, I don't know which way to go. I don't know how to get there. I don't know what to do next. I don't know where to begin. That's that Page of Pentacles in reverse. It's more or less, I don't know what I should be starting. I don't know what I should be investing my time in. I don't know. And that's where the fear comes in. This person could also be scared, like I know that we have unfinished business, but will you take me back, or will you talk to me, or will we be able to communicate? um this karmic energy is taking them through it and not letting them go. Like, this is a karmic here that's like, I'm not letting you go. You ain't going nowhere. You can pretty much forget it. So this person can't go anywhere without a fight. As soon as I said that word, it brought me to Risa Tisa again, and my 20-year-old situation. I knew the open door was that I was going to have to fight physically my way out of my situation, that I couldn't walk out or talk my way out, that it was going to come to blows. And it literally did, right? So for her, it was different. He was already injured. He probably couldn't come at her like that. Also, he was very much aware how tied into the local patrol that she was. So he had a lot to lose should he have put hands on her or touch her or whatever. But for me, I knew that my out was going to involve violence. Like, I really couldn't and that's just my situation. I really couldn't get out of there amicably in any way. It wasn't gonna happen like that. And it didn't. I was right, and I had to do it scared, and I had to do it anyway. It worked out in my favor. All kinds of stuff, still smoothed out for me. But that's not everybody's story. Okay. Even with her, thank God she didn't have to resort to violence, but she had to intimidate her way out of her situation with a little violence mixed in. So it was not good on her behalf. But what I will say is, I think we talked about this last night. She needed to get mad. She needed to get angry. She needed to have some sort of rage, outrage. She needed to be pissed. And she was. She got there. And she likened it to Carrie. The movie Carrie, and when the blood start coming out and she shut them doors and what I'm saying, tore them people up. It had to get to the point of festivity that she could stand on her own. Like, she didn't need nobody. She had the wherewithal to hold herself back because she was looking around that room looking for something to hit that man with. So I get it. I totally get it. Like, this dude called himself slapping me, and I bloodied his lip because I had to for my life. I was like, this is it. We going down. It's just going down. So I just feel like, though, I know, like, she knew, when you are in situations with that liar, that person, that lesson, that karmic lesson, that person that comes in your life to show you all the shit you don't want. Okay? Everything you don't want. It comes with a certain level of, you have to stand your ground like you've never stood your ground before with that individual. You cannot relent at all. You cannot let that person play on your heartstrings. You could be sad, you could be upset in your private moments, but you can't let that person lean on you, prey on you, play with you. You understand? This is a kind of energy that you have to be resolute, that it ain't going down no other way but the way I say, because I'm done. Okay? And this is where this metamorphosis. I also, in my situation, I didn't know who the next person was going to be in my life. Honestly, I thought, I'll go home. And then I met the next person I came across, somebody I knew from preschool. So I'm like, bet, I know them. And they started they started exhibiting similar behavior. The temperament was similar. And I was like, oh, yeah, no, this ain't gonna work. I'm bugging out. I'm wasting my time. And the person that I definitely uh went end up going back to was somebody from my past. I returned to somebody that did love me, that I didn't even realize how deep and how long our love went. Honestly, I feel like we may have loved each other for multiple lifetimes, right? That our world was incomplete. Like our time here and our change and our metamorphosis was incomplete. But I had to go through this fire to get back to him. And he conversely was also going through it, like not really simultaneously, but like it was me. Then I went home, things calmed down for me, met somebody, and was like, ain't gonna work. And then he was currently going through it when I came back into his life. And we were like, yeah, no, we not letting each other go. After all that we have been through, I feel like we were fashioned. You know how the blacksmith takes the metal and it puts it in the fire, and by the time they done shaping that thing and sharpening it up, it's a beautiful specimen, like a sword or whatever to implement it. It becomes beautiful. Why? Because it had to go through the fire first. It had to be shaped. It had to be fat. So that's what happened. I had to not accept less than what I desired, or accept less than I required, and vice versa. We had to come to an agreement in order to get past all that nonsense. We could have kept that going. Like, nah, I'm gonna work it out with old boy, or I'm gonna work it out old girl. You know, she been around forever, and we be loyal with blind loyalty. We could have been that. And I was like, but I mean, listen, I'm young at the time. I'm still fairly young, y'all. But at the time, I'm like, ain't life? Ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm going to settle for somebody that makes me sad or lies to me or keeps me in my head or whatever the case may be. Like, no. Mm-mm. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me about this star. Yep. Somebody kept somebody in their head. Because the Four of Swords in reverse for me is that anxiety. I have two cards in the deck that give me anxiousness. The Three of Wands in reverse and the Four of Swords in reverse. The Four of Swords in reverse is somebody that can't rest. They can't rest in the state that they're in. They can't rest where they settle. They can't rest where they devoted their time and energy to, because whoever that is not it's not that kind of energy. It's like somebody who would keep them going. Um, when things get bored, they find something to stir up some stuff, right? So you can't ever get rest, and you will stay in an anxious state with an individual that keeps you unawakened, a karmic energy that keeps you devoted to them, but there's nothing but drama there, and they suck you dry. Tell me more about that, Spirit. Monica, you still with me? I can't tell who here. Yes, Five of Wands. This is what this is. Five of Wands. That's instigating all the drama. That's family squabbles. That's just unnecessary nonsense. People who are unsettled in their own spirit thrive on chaos and conflict. All kinds of drama. They thrive on it. I wish it was another word to use for me right now, and I'm stuck on that. But it's like somebody who their central nervous. It's kind of like Trump. He would like to. He always likes stirring up shit. He don't. He don't never seem phased or bothered by all the trouble that he in. Well, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. That's the kind of energy this is. Somebody who just likes to keep up conflict and stir up different pots. This person got this going on, and they done started that shit. They done started this, and they done started that. Tell me more, Spirit. We got the Hierophant. Somebody is being guided to change their loyalty and their devotion. The Hierophant in reverse is giving rebellious energy. Again, like I said, with the Knight of Swords, somebody don't want to keep fighting anymore. They don't want all this drama. They're guided to communicate. They're guided to speak their mind, but also change their mind. I know you are. You know, when you get that courage, right? When you get over that fear, that peace that you get on the other side of taking that step, making that move, is priceless. Like you can't pay for that because you didn't even expect it to feel the way it do. You know what I mean? Something more, spirit. You wouldn't know how it feel until you had to do it. One, please. Clarify death, please, spirit. Knight of Wands. There it is. That's somebody learned. They was constantly in and out of a relationship. This karmic was like taking them through it. This karmic keeps taking this person through it. Tell me more, spirit. Ooh, Ten of Swords. So there's a major ending for this new beginning. And that's the only way somebody can, and that's the only way somebody can return. The only way somebody can return is they have to end this karmic situation. It has to be so over. There's no going back. There's no trying again. There's no not even a thought of that. That's how over this has to be. Bottom of the deck. Temperance. Yep. In order to heal this situation, in order to pour back into yourself, in order for divine timing to be to open that door, there has to be a healing and a change, a major shift. Somebody is now like they know that the only way back toward you toward them, or whomever this resonates with, the only way to find that peace is to have a complete ending. Like, I don't care if you share kids with somebody. You cannot be expecting to go back to that person. You gotta be like, you know what? Let's just have an amicable split. Let's just co-parent if we can. And I'm gonna leave you alone. Like, I'm not gonna be on your socials. I'm not gonna be knocking down your door. I'm not gonna call you and ask you questions that would pertain to a relationship between us. We're gonna keep it above board. We're gonna deal with the kids, and that's it. That's if you have that tie. If you don't have that tie, go ahead and separate. Some people will block, some people won't. I'm starting to feel like ain't no point in blocking. I could just decide not to answer the phone or not deal with you. I just ain't gonna block no more. Like, what's the point? I just ain't gonna deal with you. You know, especially if you treat me bad. Well, you know what I'm saying? All right, let's get some oracle on this. Oh my gosh. You know, for the past couple weeks, I've been so unnecessarily congested. I don't know why. I have a nasal spray up here. Help me again. Anyway, all right, so let's get some oracle on this real quick. It's only 34 minutes in. Wow, that's great. Great timing. Whew. Harness the mystical power. High priestess. And somebody is urged to It's like somebody's urge to pray. If they have other tools in their arsenal about their life, um, it's like somebody's being urged to take a step forward into that, right? If you know how to do an egg cleanse, you need to cleanse. If you know how to do other cleanses, you need to do it. If you know how to do spiritual baths, time to clean off this karmic energy. Also, to be quiet too. Don't tell anybody your plans. So the sun, yeah, in order to be successful, you cannot be telling everybody your next move if it's not solidified, right? Like that's a couple things I'm about to do, but I can't share the detail till I have the date, the time, the place, and then I can launch at that point. But prior to, it doesn't make sense. I don't need the evil eye on me. That's how people call it. I don't need nobody's energy going, oh, I hope they don't get it. I don't need none of that. The winter time, take care of your needs. Somebody's being also urged to wrap things up in this winter. Whatever they need to end, it needs to end this winter. That maybe that's the divine timing why it's here. The temperance energy spirit is urging you to heal thyself now. Like you don't wait. I don't know what the wait is for. I'm not getting any waiting energy any other way. So I feel like the spirit is urging you to take care of it now so that you can enjoy success and happiness. There's no time like the present. Tell me more. Spring. Yep. See your seeds grow. So if you handle your stuff, take care of your needs in the winter time, you will see growth by the spring, which is the next season, which is around the corner. So there's some things that somebody needs to deal with right now. Like there's nothing to put off. I don't know what that is. If it's closure, yes. If it's a karmic situation they need to close it out. But it's time. And they need to get it done this winter. So by next month, they need to wrap that up. It ain't for them. It's not whoever's going through this karmic situation, it's not for them. And if they take it into the spring, they can best believe things that they thought were going to grow aren't going to grow. This is the year 2024 is the year of the self, right? It's the year that you're supposed to manage yourself well. You're supposed to grow. You're supposed to be thriving. We got to come out of that codependent energy. We got to come out of this woe is me energy. We got to stop saying trying and doing. We have to be doing, right? But there are people in our lives where they say two worlds. I kept saying, I don't get that. Like they act like a whole new world's gonna rest on top of the earth, and I don't know what that means, but I get it now. It's really a mindset. The other world is a mindset. Either those that of us that are, I'm being progressive. I'm thinking ahead. I'm looking at my future, but I'm preparing for it now. So I'm enjoying my present moment, but in preparation with discipline so that I can have a better future. But those of us that are people who are stuck in the loop, like settling for things and going through stuff, the same kind of stuff, the same kind of chaos and conflict, and just accepting that as normal life. That's where there's going to be a divide because your frequency will change. When you decide to choose peace, when you decide to choose you, your frequency changes. And the person that does not choose that kind of life or to communicate with you well, it's like y'all gonna speak two different languages and you don't gel no more. Yeah, spring is around the corner. It said let go of the need to be right. That's another thing. You know, and then release the old and rest. Yes, it's time. Spirit is it's several messages in here about letting some old stuff go so that new things can come in. So that could mean too time to declutter, get rid of stuff that you don't need, neaten some things up, organize some things. I don't know. I feel like I've always needed to do that. I never feel like I don't need to do that. But it's time to let go Also, in your relationships, right? Sometimes we feel like we need to be right. And even if we are, it really doesn't land with those who are committed to misunderstanding you. It doesn't make, it won't make sense to them. That's where the new world comes in. People who are committed to misunderstanding you will never see you as right. They won't give you that validation you crave or feel like you need because you're right. So even if you are right, then let it go. Let it be what it is. Let them go figure it out. I had a friend who, a mutual friend of my husband and I, we started a business. We were gonna get down with this business. We thought, the agreement we made was gonna be all right. Well, you do this or we do this, and we'll meet you in the middle. And then they started saying some things that made us understand that they were trying to take on a role that we agreed to. We didn't get mad. We just said, you know what? They moving different. We'll let them move different. It is what it is, right? Because right is right and wrong is wrong, and how they was moving wasn't making no sense. So we let them, and we let it go. And that business does not exist right now. And we didn't protest even when they let us know. We didn't say, aha, told you that wasn't gonna work or this and that. Whatever. We just it was what it was. But they had this ego, like their ego was coming through on their social media all the time, like beating their chests and saying they this and they're that and they're this and they're that, and I gotta do it on my own, and ain't nobody know, nobody understands me, like those kind of posts all the time. I was like, you know what, let me just back up off this completely. You know what, God bless them. I wish them success. I don't see the way they doing it making no sense, not to me. But this is the way they want to handle it. God bless them. And we left it alone. And honestly, we didn't think about it no more until we got the call how something went down. And I was like, wow. Yeah, like I could be right. You know what's crazy? I'm right more times than I'm wrong, honestly. But I'm of the opinion that my opinion, even if I'm right, don't really matter if it changes nothing. You know what I'm saying? If it changes nothing, what do it matter if I'm right? And 9 times out of 10, if I'm right and the person still goes wrong or goes the opposite way or whatever, it's not necessarily wrong, because ultimately there's some lesson in it that they must get out of it. Like I might be able to see it clairvoyantly or with clear cognizant. Like it just makes sense that that's not the way to go or this is the way to go, right? And that person whose life it is has to decide, well, which way are they going? They could be presented with information I give or other information other people give, but ultimately the choice is theirs to do with their life, which what they choose to do. And then ultimately they have to decide, well, what did I learn? What was my, here it is, what was my lesson in choosing the route that I took? Because every decision is pregnant with possibilities, meaning once you go left, you can go left and then be presented with another opportunity and then be presented with another opportunity. So you don't really stop having opportunities to get you where you want to be. It just might take some people a lot longer to get there if they decide to continue the road. But somebody needs to let go and release the old and rest. Take care of your needs. Let go of the need to be right. Now, I won't let go of the need to be right when it comes to the protection of my children. Because if I feel something is not right, then I'm going to defend them in ways that, a mama bear is going to do. But outside of that, I teach them that this is the way to go. At least this is my opinion on the way to go. And it's up to you. And a lot of times, kids want to do what they want to do, and then they come back and tell me, Mom, when you said, and then this happened, and I'm like, but sometimes they gotta learn for themselves. So whether it's your children or your friends or your lover or your coworker, whatever, you just gotta let it go, let it fly, and let it be. Let them go figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like too, if you let people go and go be wrong, go be wrong. Go ahead, go be wrong. Let they, a lot of times they need to feel every ounce of what being wrong is. We don't want them to do that. We don't want them to feel that, especially when we tell them you shouldn't do that. It's because we care. It's because we love people. You know what I'm saying? But some people are so stubborn or stuck or one track minded or whatever you want to call it, that they have to go discover and feel every ounce of what a bad decision is. That's the only thing that may, because it don't work for everybody, may help them make a better decision the next time. Just saying. So take it how it resonates. If it don't resonate, don't take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comment section. Let me know. Watch those shorts and those short videos. Some of them are a little over a minute, so they're considered regular videos. And then the other one, I just uploaded one, and you'll see it's a heart on it, and it talks about your heart, the nervous system actually will revert back to its traumatic state because it feels safe there, and it feels safer in their traumatic state than it feels in a safe state, a state of love. So you ever love somebody and they traumatized, and you wonder why they can't get out of their trauma? Is because they stuck there. It's their comfort zone. They don't know how to move past that because it's scary to be loved right. It's scary to be loved unconditionally, rather. It's scary to take a step. Right. That's exactly what he said. Choosing a familiar hell over an unfamiliar heaven. That's exactly what I think he said. And that's what people do. They choose, the way they were raised. That's why people go to karmic situations too when they come out of healthy relationships and end up in karmic ones, because a karmic one reminds them of home. That karmic one, you would be wondering, why would you choose that chaos over this love and this peace? Because that's what they grew up in, 9 times out of 10. And that person speaks to their lower vibrations. So they're going to go over there and deal with all that nonsense until they search a central nervous system can't handle it no more. And a lot of times it'd be too late. But here I get somebody with the Hierophant in reverse. It's like they trying to change that. And they do. Oh, and then another thing too, it's pride and ego. That's what that let go of the need to be right is coming from. I know I was supposed to end this, but Spirit's telling me to say that again. But sometimes with a person that won't make a decision that's beneficial to them is because they gotta tuck their tail and return, and they see it as a pride and ego thing. Like, nah, I was right. I want to be right. I want this to work. This is why that blind that devotion is there. This hopeless energy, although they guess they still got hope, is because the choices they made, they want their choice to be right, even if it's wrong, and they need to let go of the fear of or the need to be right. You can't always be right, or you can't always stand on that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like you said, letting go is the victory. It is. But a person that's stuck in their pride and ego can't see it that way because they gotta make it right. So if it ain't right, they're gonna force it. And a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, I would say 99.9% of the time, that never works. You can't force somebody to be something that they're not. I would say 100% of the time, be honest. You can't force somebody to be something they're not. If they karmic and they full of drama, they gotta make a choice to be not full of drama. You can't make them be still, be tame, be real, be respectful. Like it doesn't work like that. So this person gotta make a sacrifice to end this connection with this karmic before they can return to you. And I feel like you need to set your boundaries and your standards with this individual so that they know they'll come to you, whatever that is, with whatever that is, because it's not healthy for anybody. So take it how it resonates, y'all. If it don't resonate, don't take it. Get ready to upload another one. So let me uh start over, y'all. Give me a minute to refresh. If you don't see the notification, just kind of look at my page and see if you see the light on. Because sometimes when you by the third video, the hell is that? Or the third upload, it will not announce that I'm on. So if you want to see the next video, give me about 5 to 10 minutes and it'll come up. All right. See you in a minute. Peace. Peace.